Hello, 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 hello. Okay. So, I've been asked by a couple of people how I do my skies. And yes, I know I'm wearing a very silly t-shirt right now. It's actually an old pyjama top because, well, I'm a very messy painter. But anyway, I have been asked from a few people how I do my skies and how I do, obviously, my water with my skies. So I've got a 30 by 20 canvas, my big one. As you can see, hopefully turn around a little bit. There we go. Right. Which is actually my big one, my new one that I got yesterday. It's just a bog standard canvas from Hobbycraft. These are the colours that I use, as you can see, on my lovely new palette that my partner got me for Christmas. Right, so I just thought it'd be fun to do a little video because I'm always watching videos of people painting and I thought, stuff it, I'll do one myself. Not that I am amazing, haven't got like mad skills or anything, I just thought it'd be fun. Anyway, what I'm going to start with is just showing you what I've got. So, the colours I've got on my palette are titanium white, obviously, Van Dyke brown, phthalo blue, which is another blue, a bit darker, alizarin crimson, beautiful colour, just a brilliant red, sap green, phthalo green, I love that, phthalo, and cad yellow. So, also what I've got here in my lovely egg cup is Bob Ross Liquid White. Bob Ross is like amazing. So, I tend to use loads of different sizes of brushes and things like that, but what I'm going to use today to start off, because I've got a bigger canvas, is a 2-inch flat brush. Just bog standard brush, got it from Wix yesterday. All the brushes in Hobbycraft are like £15 for a paintbrush. So yeah, we went to Wix, got myself a new paintbrush, new set of paintbrushes, which is quite good. This camera's not doing very good for my facial shape, is it making me look big? Never mind. Right, anyway, so we will get started today with, got my liquid white ready, my 2-inch brush, which has got a little bit red on it from yesterday, but that's okay because that's the colour we're going to be using. We're going to start with, by the way, just before I start, these colours, very powerful. That's why I have taken my palette knife and I've flattened them down on my palette so I can just get just a thin bit that I need, because if you don't, you will completely dominate the canvas before you've done anything, and then with oil colours it's very, very hard to come back from when you do that. You have to use a lot of white and then you end up using too much paint and then it's just a big mess. And then I did that yesterday with the one I put on Facebook, and it just stressed me out so bad. So let's not do that today. So, got my brush. Let's get started then. So I'm going to take a little bit of cad yellow. Like I say, just a little bit, not a lot. Now, I do follow Bob Ross's videos. I love Bob Ross. He is like my inspiration. I find him absolutely hilarious and he's so fun to watch. And he doesn't get boring either. You can watch the whole thing. It feels like you've been watching TV for 5 minutes. Bob Ross usually, as a base coat, covers his canvas in liquid white. I did that when I got my liquid white. I did what he does. He did. And yeah, it went terribly wrong. I put way too much liquid white on and it just went really, really, really splodgy. So what I like to do now is put my colour on and I apply the liquid white as and when I need to blend. So, instead of boring you, let's get started painting! So, I'm just going to come right up in here. Can you see me? And I'm going to start about, let's start here. So, just gonna start with the yellow, take it all the way across. That's it. Da 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 da. I absolutely love painting. Right, this is the hard bit because I put it in an egg cup and I've used a big paintbrush, so it's not very clever, is it? So let's just, hey, it works. There we go. Little bit of liquid white on my paintbrush, as you can see. Now I am literally just going to go over that with the liquid white. So basically, I can blend the entire line so it doesn't look too dominated by the yellow. There we go, you see? You're going to remember, in every painting there has to be a light source. Unless it's night time, but even night time you still have a light source. So, you need to decide where your light source is going to be. I think still on a big canvas, as you can see, mine's going to be here. So when I put the liquid white on, or the titanium white, I will focus that point first. Put it straight on that point and then blend outwards. So, a little bit more liquid white on the brush, go down here and blend outwards. I absolutely love painting. Do you know what? I honestly find painting the most satisfying thing to do on the earth. I love it. I just love it. Everyone thinks I'm weird because I love painting, but I do. I find painting, putting a little bit more cad yellow on, I find painting just extremely relaxing. I do. I honestly do. And I think it's something that everyone can do. Everyone can paint if they want to. But you've just got to have the, what's the word I'm looking for? The patience, I suppose. Not so much patience, but maybe more, you've got to believe in yourself. People, like, I tell you what, my partner, I will show you, at the end of the video, I will show you the painting that he did. Yesterday we went shopping and we said, right, when we get home, we're going to have a painting, he's going to have a go, follow the Bob Ross. I even let him use my oil paints, everything, right? He painted for about 5 minutes. Like I say, he used too much phthalo blue, dominated the entire canvas in bright blue. It was just a big bright mess. He could have come back from it if he tried, but then he just got annoyed, took all the paint off the palette, sploshed it everywhere and walked away. Not great. But my point of that is, just because it looks bad at the beginning doesn't mean it's going to look bad forever. You can always come back from it. Let's get back with painting anyway. So using the same brush, because I'm going for the orangey, yellowy sky, maybe a bit stormy at the end. I'm going to use the same brush, alizarin crimson. Now, alizarin crimson is an extremely strong colour. Beautiful colour, but it's very strong. You use too much of it, you will, just to have your sky will be on fire. So you don't want too much alizarin crimson. So let's go with it. This is what I love about oil painting. It never dries, so you can chat for as long as you want. So, we're just going to take a little bit of this alizarin crimson. You can see on my clear palette, I am literally just taking a tiny bit. Let's stick a bit of red in the sky. I'm going to go with, ooh, decisions. Let's go here. Right, just sort of, as you can see, I'll slow down a bit here. I'm just slowly crisscrossing it. Okay, just crisscross. Slowly crisscrossing. And then you've got your red on. So it's starting to look lovely already. bit more red here, I think. We're just crisscrossing it. That's all we're doing. Like I just did a minute ago. So a bit more alizarin crimson. The thing is, right, one thing that Bob Ross says that I love is that it's not a mistake, it's a happy accident. A happy accident. Sort of like what people say when they've just, like, you know, got knocked up by accident. Oh, it's a happy accident. But it's exactly the same with paintings. It is a happy accident. If your sky is on fire, you can use your white to, you know, just lighten that stuff down a bit. Just to go easy on it. Because as you can see, bring this close, that's the blob of paint. This is how much I'm using. And see how red it's gone with just that little bit. Goes to show. So I'm going to come over here and do some more red. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful sky already. Now I sort of feel like, there needs to be more red. I absolutely love red. So I think we're going to bring the red up here a bit as well. And again, I'm holding my paintbrush like this, so it's sort of a diagonal, as you can see. It's not just flat, it's just diagonal, and then crisscrossing and blending to the yellow. See? That's it. And just blending to the yellow. But don't worry too much about blending yet, because we can do that near the end. We can blend it all together near the end, so I think we'll do a little bit of red here as well. That's it. I just love painting. You know when something goes your way and it's like, makes you so happy. Makes you so happy. So, there we go. Now I promise this video is not going to be too long, because I think I will just do the video for the sky. Oh, look how pretty. For the sky and the water. Just show you sort of how to do that, and then later on I will upload. Who is that? 1 second. Well, no one's there, I'm hearing things. Later on I will upload a video of my actual finished paint, but if it's finished, don't need to rush. Right, I'm going to get some absolutely beautiful colours in here. So as you can see, the sky is looking lovely already. Right, now I want to grab a little bit of the liquid white on the end of my brush, because unfortunately that's all that fits into the egg cup. Silly me didn't think of that. Go down here where you can't really see it there, but what I hate about canvases is when you're blending and you get this like rustic look at the bottom where it needs blending. Liquid white, I'm telling you, is the best thing for it. Gets rid of it straight away. So we're just going to go right across the canvas with that. Right across, right across, right across. Get rid of all that rusticy looking stuff. And then, what have you got? You got a lovely sky. Right, there we go. Right, get another crystals. All of the paintbrush. Right, so far, obviously, as you can see, this part of my painting seems to be the lightest part where you would imagine the sun is. Now, obviously, I love brighter wonderful paintings because it's just lovely, it's just nice. It's just nice to have a lovely sky. So here we go. I personally believe we need a little bit more red here. Just think it just look nice to have a little splodge of red on there. That's it. And the perfect thing about clouds and stuff is you can't really do too many clouds, because I'm not being funny. You get clouds, trees, hills, mountains, whatever. They all look different. Nothing's ever perfect. That's what I love about painting. You can, you know, with clouds, do put in as much as you want, because it depends what you're going for. Are you going for a cloudy day? Are you going for a sunny day? I personally think that clear skies are just boring to paint, because you can't put any texture in there. You know, that's what I love about doing the fire skies, I call them, is you can put so much colour in, and it just looks lovely. So I think let's get a bit of this. This red, oh, this is a different red, this is. This is a different red. And we'll pop that in there, blah, blah, blah. You can see, right, I've used a different red here. So we're going obviously for a pinkery sort of sky, I think, as you can see. Now this isn't actually the clouds, it's actually just where I've decided I would like there we go, grab the liquid white, ooh, and pop that on there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I sort of feel like we need some more red in it. Where do you think we need the red? Do you know what? Let's go down here, because I sort of feel like this needs more of a reddish sort of hue. Q? I just said Q, I mean who. There we go. Right, a bit more red on this side. There it is. Right, okay. See what I mean? You can just work the sky, work it, work it, work it, and it's fine. Now, I'm going to take some titanium, oh my god, what is wrong with me today? Titanium white on my brush. And I'm going to take it here, where the light source is supposed to be. And just work it out, work it out, work it out. This is our light source. So, you're going to see, instantly, you have your light sources sorted. You can see what I'm doing here is just adding the white to where I want it to be the lightest and working it outwards. So there we go. Right, I'm going to put my palette down for a minute because it's hurting my arm, unfortunately. I'm going to take my liquid white, as you can see, a lovely egg pot. Just take it here because I feel like this is a bit too bright for my liking, and just work it where it's too bright. Work it, work it, work it. Right, there we go. So we can just gently, when I say this, I say gently because if you do it too hard, you blend it too much and then you lose what you want. So just gently over the sky. Look how lovely it looks. That's it, right, okay. Maybe just make sure the edges are actually covered. Right, so as you can see, we've got the first half of our sky. A bit more liquid right here, I think, and just wonderfully, right. By the way, it doesn't matter how far down you do your sky because you can work it back up again quite easily. Get this palette. You can work it back up again quite easily if you're doing mountains or trees. Just do it higher up, wherever you want. Right, I'm going to take some more titanium white, my bad, and put it in my light source again. And just work it out, just like that. Yeah, just like that. Right, a bit more. And you can do this as much as you want, to have however bright or light you want the sun to be. You can do it however you want, okay? So a bit more, I think. Keep you a little bit more. Just do that a little bit. It's not a rouse. Sunny. The picture looks more like a sun just sort of leering through the clouds. Right, when we've done that, that is done. Now I don't know if we need a little bit more red in here somewhere. I'm feeling a little bit more red, so I think we're going to go for that. I mean, it's not coming out red now because all the liquid white is coming out pink, which is still a lovely colour. You know, absolutely fine colour. A bit more here, I think. That's it. See, this is just the base of the sky, so you don't have to go too mad with like, it's just basic shapes, all you're looking for. Basic shapes. Basic blending, let the colour flow wherever it wants to be. I sort of feel like we need a little bit more of a pinky hue here. So we're going to do that. Maybe a little bit more of a pinky hue there. Do that too. There we go. So, and that, all this is just the alizarin crimson mixed with the yellow, and the white obviously. There is a little bit of brilliant red in there. It picks up a different pink, quite a nice little pink, I think. So you can just sort of put that in wherever. Yeah. So we've got our sky. Da da da. We're not finished just yet though, so don't get too excited. Pick up that liquid white. Just go along the edge of your painting. That's it. Just get rid of that rustic look. I hate it. Perfect. Right, so I think I'm quite happy. I think I'm quite happy with that. Very just. I think what we can do now is start working on the more fun parts. Is I'm thinking these corners are darker, so we'll use like a phthalo blue in the corner. Now, a little tip when painting. If you are using phthalo blue on yellow, obviously that's got to make green. I have never seen a green sky, maybe in Northern Lights or something, but a sky like this green, no. And you will end up with a bright green sky, and that is no coming back from that. So, I think what we're going to do is a little trick. If you mix even just a little bit of alizarin crimson into your phthalo blue and use that, the yellow won't go green. It will stay purple. And that is what we want. We do not want a green sky. We want a nice light purple at the top coming forward. If you make the darker on top of the lighter, you will make it look like it's in front. So it's, some people have said they think it looks like there's a big storm coming over. I just think it looks lovely. I really do. And if it is a storm coming over, it's a really beautiful storm. So, let's do it then. So we're just going to, before we do that, you take your 2-inch brush, just gently, especially over the light source, do that. So that is just basically getting rid of any crooked bits or whatever. That's it, right. So you've got that. Now what I want to do actually, just before we start on the darker bit, is just up here. I think just where the yellow is, just put a bit of red there so it doesn't dominate too much. That's it. Now I have actually experienced my sky going green before, so doing this on video, this could fail quite badly. I'm hoping it doesn't, but it will fail. Well, it won't fail, but it might. So I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee and then we'll get right on with that. I can't believe it's 25 minutes already. It does not feel like 25 minutes. Probably because I'm spending half of it bloody chatting away. Right, okay, so we're going to put that brush down. Pick up a smaller brush. Now, I don't want a dirty brush. I think, yeah. Right, we'll go with that one. You know what, right, I hate about oils is I struggle to paint my brushes. So instead of actually perfectly painting them, I just dedicate a brush to something. Now, my Bob Ross brush used to be my sky brush, but that for some reason got a bit brown. I think I might have mixed it in with something yesterday by accident. So we're going to use this brush, which I think I did use with the sky yesterday too. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some of this, pull this down, you can see, pull it down, a bit more, pull it down. Right, so I've done check what dip with it because it's so powerful. Now we'll take a bit of the crimson, mix it in, a bit more of the crimson. We want it to be more on the purple side than the blue sky, otherwise we don't want a green sky. So we dab there. It's looking a bit more crimson, I think. That's it. Perfect, right. So, as you can see there, here I dabbed it onto my palette and it's half purple, half blue. That would have been bad. I dabbed it again, it is now purple, so just give it a little mix. Now, when you take your paintbrush, shake it into the paint, sort of like that, because, believe it or not, it will pick up a lot more paint than just swiping. So, what corner should we start with? Oh my god. Right, okay. Let's start with this corner. So, right on the edge, just work it. That's it. Just work it. And just keep working it. Now, because it is purple, it should not go green. It does not go green so far, so that's pretty good. But I think we're going to need a little bit more crimson in this because it does look like it's going a little bit green. Right. Right, as we can see, we are just working this out. So we obviously don't want to ruin the sky. The last thing we want to do is ruin the sky. That's it. Right, so we've worked this out quite nicely. So we're going to do it on the other side now. And look, honestly, that is all I'm using it from, and look how dark it is. That is how powerful these colours are. Right, that's it. Oh dear, the camera's a bit wobbly. Right, we're going to work this out. I personally think it looks a bit like a, what do you call it? A bit like, yeah, like a day and night skies together. I just think it looks really pretty, sort of looks quite mysticky. But you do want the top edges to be darker. So, that's it. Just like that. Just like that. So already, as you can see in here, it looks like it's forward. It's come forward of the paint. Right, okie dokie there. Now it looks like it's starting to go a bit green, so add some more to crimson. That's it. I should add a bit more to crimson. You'll be fine. There we go. Keep working it. Just keep working it. Right? You keep working it, you'll start getting. Honestly, it doesn't really matter how much of this you do, right? Because you've just got to believe in yourself, I suppose. Because I'm not the best painter in the world, but I still do it. You know. Because at the end of the day, that's what I enjoy to do. Right. So, this is what we've got so far from simply just working the paint. Don't get any glue here, otherwise you will be crying. That's it. Got wobbly canvas. That's always the most annoying thing in the world. That's it, just keep blending. Just keep blending. Get rid of that bloody. Right, so that's what we've got right now. So far, this is what we have. Can you see it? Oh, looks lovely, doesn't it? Get a bit more of that crimson down here, I think. That's it. That's what you want to do. Blend, 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 blend. Dominate, dominate. Now, as you know, you probably want some of the purple colour to go out here a bit, which I'm going to do now. Because it's quite a big canvas, I'm actually not used to painting on such big canvases. There we go. So we're bringing that purple and lavendery sky right out. Right, okay. So, we've done well. That's it.